Huh. Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki are writing future episodes for VeggieTales for another channel? Well, this should be interesting. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but since this news has just recently came out at the time I'm scripting this, I believe there's a long overdue show review for this VHS/DVD show about vegetables teaching kids good morals without putting the fear of God into them. So, why the heck not, dude? Hey pups, RP here, and welcome back to another Pup Reviews video. You know, I grew up in a Christian household, and if anyone's new here, I grew up in a not so overly religious household, and my family never wanted to put the fear of God in a young infant/child. So thankfully, the 90s gave us the gift of a Christian VHS tape show, later changed to DVDs around the late 2000s, VeggieTales. For anyone new here, I'm agnostic now and have been since maybe my junior or senior year of high school. But I still give this show a watch every now and again whenever I have free time on my hands. And when I'm not watching animes like Dragon Ball Super, or anything related to or similar to anime, cartoons, or nostalgic shows like Rugrats and Blue's Clues. Now then, VeggieTales is one of the greatest Christian children's shows of all time. Most Christians will disagree with me and say that VeggieTales teaches kids nothing about God, and only teaches them lies and everything, and will put the fear of God into their children at very young ages, and say that God wants whatever these Jehovah hoes and Westboro Baptards say and do. But I strongly disagree with their logic and their opinions. I also imagine y'all are probably gonna ask if I'm gonna include Noah's Ark and VeggieTales in the House and or VeggieTales in the City. To that I say, hell nah! The animation and character design in Noah's Ark and Onward look terrible for the franchise. So we're just going to pretend that Noah's Ark and the Netflix series of VeggieTales shows never existed. That aside, let's get right into the review. The very silly and very lovable cast of characters is Bob the Tomato, our very serious host of the show, voiced by the creator Phil Vischer himself, who also voices characters like Archibald Asparagus, Jimmy Gourd, Mr. Nezzard, Pa Grape, Mr. Lunt, Philippe P., and various others, including Goliath from Dave and the Giant Pickle. Larry the Cucumber, the silly, clumsy, but cool co-host of the show, with his own segment, Silly Songs with Larry, voiced by the co-creator Mike Naraki, who also voices characters like Jimmy Gourd, Jean-Claude P., and Percy P., and is also the main man behind all those silly songs in VeggieTales. Junior Asparagus, the child star of VeggieTales, voiced by Phil's wife Lisa Vischer, who also did the voices for Mom Asparagus after Gail Freeman. If I'm correct in saying so, please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Laura Carrot, Junior's best friend, voiced by Kristen Belgian, whom I have never heard of in my life. Dad Asparagus, voiced by Dan Anderson. Scooter the Carrot, voiced by Jim Poole. Khalil the Caterpillar, voiced by Tim Hoge. Madame Blueberry, voiced by Megan Murphy, whom again, never heard of. And so many more veggies and characters in the future. Larry and his alter ego, Larry Boy, being the fan favorites, of course. Created by Christian college buddies Phil Vischer and Mike Naraki, Phil had created a promo pitch for the show that sadly and unfortunately never really had the chance to get sold for any channel such as NBC. And believe it or not, fun fact, there was originally going to be a toaster in the show, along with other appliances like forks, spoons, knives. Yeah, that would be probably very scary for VeggieTales. So, in 1993, in time for the holidays, they created the first VeggieTales episode, Where's God When I'm So Scared? The show immediately became an overnight success for Phil, Mike, and the rest of the Veggie crew, continued to make more episodes, such as God Wants Me to Forgive Them, Are You My Neighbor, Rack Shack and Benny, and a bunch more. Though God Wants Me to Forgive Them was definitely a down version from the first episode. But I still think it's good regardless. I mean, come on, it's VeggieTales! That aside, throughout all the episodes, they each told stories either straight from the Bible, or that were tied in with the moral they were teaching kids, like forgiveness, self-esteem, loving your neighbor, etc. With the exception of God Wants Me to Forgive Them with the Forgive-O-Matic segment, the show always included a silly song with Larry. Three of the major favorites I've seen so far are the Hairbrush song, I Love My Lips, and the Water Buffalo song. But we'll get to that later. Before Jonah, a VeggieTales movie, Big Idea was bought out by Lyric Studios, a studio more well known for its Barney the Dinosaur VHS tapes. And when they finally released Jonah, it sadly was a box office bomb and Big Idea was bought out by other companies until DreamWorks decided to take over around the 2010s. And then there was another VeggieTales movie released, The Pirates Who Don't Do Anything. Oh! Almost forgot to mention that during Jonah, either before or after, I don't really know, Phil and I created two other new shows alongside VeggieTales, 3-2-1 Penguins and The Cartoon Adventures of Larry Boy. I may or may not do a review on the 3-2-1 Penguins, but I'll most certainly do one on The Cartoon Adventures of Larry Boy. Anywho, moving on. Keep in mind this was all pre-Toy Story era with Pixar and DreamWorks' Shrek, and 3D computer animation was almost unheard of at the time. VeggieTales was one of the first 3D computer animated projects in the 90s before Toy Story and Pixar. Honestly, at its time, it was extremely impressive! And the animation just continued to get better over the years. VeggieTales was definitely well animated for its time, and just continued to improve. And then they dumbed it down for Noah's Ark and Netflix. But that's just my opinion. I don't really like Noah's Ark and stuff after that, so yeah. The episodes are ranging from good to bad, especially for the DreamWorks era. DreamWorks episodes of VeggieTales are still somewhat similar to the older classics, but some fans don't really find it to be their cup of tea. Hey, I'm willing to watch them whenever I have the chance, but what the fans really enjoy are the pre-Jonah episodes from 1993 all the way into maybe 2001, 2002, and from what my dad said, they just moved too fast and too soon. I kinda like all episodes, classics or DreamWorks, old or new. They still give off the morals they teach kids in every episode, with funny stories, silly songs, and the strong message that God made them special and He loves them very much. That being said, I like all episodes of VeggieTales, except for Noah's Ark and the Netflix VeggieTales series. Okay, I'll stop talking about it. Just needed to express the fact that I just do not like the designs of the characters. The songs from the theme song, God is Bigger Than the Boogeyman, Oh No, What We Gonna Do, I Can Be Your Friend, the Larry Boy theme song, the silly songs, and a plethora of more. VeggieTales songs have always found their way into the hearts of old, young, Christian, non-Christians, anyone who likes these songs, and finds them to be extremely catchy. A few of my personal favorites are God is Bigger Than the Boogeyman, the Hairbrush song, Oh No, What We Gonna Do, and the Larry Boy theme song. Yeah, I'm kinda basic here, so that's pretty much all I can say. The songs are good and the music is amazing. Kirk, the man behind the music for the show, and Mike have good taste in music. And it shall be noted that many of the songs and albums Mike wrote and arranged won awards, and the only song that was nominated but didn't really win was Belly Button from the Ballad of Little Joe. So it's safe to say VeggieTales has award-winning music and songs. Overall, VeggieTales is a wonderful show for Christian families with children who want to teach their children good morals and lessons from the Bible without forcing their beliefs onto them, and just introduce them to God and let them know that He made them special and He loves them very much, whether they believe in God or not. I still give this show a watch every now and again. Yes, even non-religious people can watch VeggieTales because it's a free country and we can do whatever we want, boy! Silliness aside, as a rating, I give it a pleasing 5 out of 5. I highly recommend you give it a watch if you haven't before. You may like it, you may not, but that's okay. Whether you're religious or not, you can still enjoy the show for what it is. A silly and funky computer animated cartoon for people of all ages. I hope you both enjoyed this review, and if so, mega punch that like button, and be sure to subscribe to be part of the Pupper Pack today for anyone who's new to this channel. Huge thanks to my Patreon for their support. If you want to support what I do, the link to my Patreon is in the description, as well as the links to my streaming channels, side channels, and my social links as well. As always, I'll say to pups, stay awesome, stay strong, and stay beautiful. Oh, and since it's a VeggieTales related video, I'd like to say that God made you special, and He loves you very much. Bye-bye! If you're still on this video, then congratulations. This is a little bit of a bonus episode, or not a bonus episode, a bonus bit of audio of me singing random VeggieTales songs that I like for this video, so just enjoy me singing VeggieTales songs at the end of this video. And yes, this is all before I started doing the actual recording for the review, so enjoy! VeggieTales, 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 VeggieTales. There's never ever been a show like VeggieTales. There's never ever been a show like VeggieTales. It's time for VeggieTales. God is bigger than the boogeyman. He's bigger than Godzilla or the monsters on TV. Oh, God is bigger than the boogeyman, and He's watching out for you and me. He's watching out for you and me. Watching, watching, watching out for you and me. Yeah! Oh no, what we gonna do? The king likes Daniel more than me and you. Oh no, what we gonna do? We gotta get him out of here. Oh no, what we gonna do? The king likes Daniel more than me and you. Oh no, what we gonna do? We gotta get him out of here. We could use him as a fuss or a table to a scarrow, and then time up and beat him up and throw him out of Babylon. Okay, that was the quickest I've ever said in that song, so congratulate me. Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where is my hairbrush? Oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where, oh, where is my hairbrush? Take care of my hairbrush. Take care of my hairbrush. Take care, don't dare not sure, take care, not sure, not fair, take care of my hairbrush. And so what we have learned applies to our lives today, and God has a lot to say in His book. You see, we know that God's word is for everyone. Now that our song is done, we'll take a look. Okay, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the very end of me singing VeggieTales songs very terribly, and that's all I'm gonna say now. Bye.